to Blended Healing. In a couple of days, we will be experiencing the new moon in Pisces on March 10th, 2024. And what does that impact have to you, around you, the vibe, the tea that it has around you? So let's deep dive into that, just a little bit, so you can know what the vibe is. Ashe, Ashe. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips in the balance of the favor of fair use. Furthermore, on March the 10th, what can you expect? Well, Pisces will jumpstart the future you. How is that blended? Well, it is actually, for most people, the new year, when we jump into spring in about a week or so. And that signifies a big jump in our different attitudes and perhaps bring on things that we want to accomplish in the year 2024. So with the new moon in Pisces, it'll be, well, it's at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's moments after daylight savings time begins. And this is going to mark the beginning of the current month's lunar cycle. It is also the last new moon of the Pisces season and the astrological year, which begins on March 19th with the onset of spring in the northern hemisphere. It is a pivotal time because the eclipse season begins a week later, making this lunation a prime time to manifest. There's lots going on in the energy. I want you to take note that this lunation is a supermoon, meaning that the moon is in a closer proximity to the earth. The worm moon will be the brightest and biggest supermoon of 2024. We will be feeling the full effects of the upcoming astronomical event. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I heard screaming, but it's just kids playing around. I apologize, I digress. Like I was saying, you will be feeling the full effects of this upcoming astronomical event to the maximum. The next major lunar events are the lunar eclipse that's going to happen on March 25th and the solar eclipse that's going to happen on April 8th. So you might want to mark your calendar. When it comes to the Pisces new moon, it's a time of dreaminess, imagination, fluidity, mystery, and beauty. This moon symbolizes a mystical and spiritual journey where we can explore our unconscious desires. It is also as the sun and the moon are going to unite in this mutable sign, this mutable water sign. It can also trigger an emotional response and make you feel more sensitive to the emotions of others. Beloved, if you didn't know, Pisces is a compassionate sign, and it enables us to read the energy of the room. It can read the energy of others, but also we can read our own energy clearly. It allows us to check our emotions and those of others with empathy. We will want to dive to the deep end of the ocean and go down in the rabbit hole and get lost in the clouds. Being in this energy is going to have a dizzying effect on us, and it'll be exciting. While it's true that the sign of Pisces has an extreme emotional depth, it's important to know that we're all likely to experience these heightened emotions. With Uranus being in a harmonious aspect with the moon, leading to erratic energy and a roller coaster of emotions throughout the day. The planet Uranus has a tendency to stir things up and introduce a spark of passion to situations, which may result in unforeseeable circumstances. And also, for us to maintain some sense of consistency, it is vital for us to connect with the nature that is around us, incorporate some art, listen to music, and the earth to ground our energy. The good news is that the new moon's connections to Uranus and Taurus will allow us to shed our old habits and bring healthier routines to replace the old ones. Beloved, we may be pushed outside of our comfort zone in this lunation. However, for us to break free from the past and ignite a new sense of purpose, a new sense of identity, and the goals will help us feel as though we were moving forward on the right path. And in essence, we can liberate ourselves from the past and embrace our own unique rhythm and beat at the same time. Just keep swimming, baby. Just keep swimming. Don't give up. Ashe, Ashe. I also want to bring to your attention with Black Moon Lilith in Virgo and the asteroid Vesta, who is in Gemini, creating a energy of fear with this new moon, will get pushed when we need to be moved forward. Some of us may not like to be pushed. However, Black Moon Lilith is urging you to be free and break through all of the constraints that are holding you back, since it represents your wildness and your instincts that helps transcend the 3D world that you're in. You are becoming a radical version of yourself, which is allowing you to be your own person. You'll act upon what feels right and not conform to others or the mainstream. Vesta's presence is urging you to start an emotional journey, making it a moment in which you are coming to a spiritual awakening. This is a time when you will be overcoming situations and becoming aligned with your true self. During this new moon in Pisces, emotional confusion will be at its peak, and it will be hard to understand situations and people. Later on the in that day, Mercury will be in Aries, which will link up with Pluto in Aquarius, adding to our desire to decode and find the truth. Unfortunately, this feeling will be caused by the new moon, which will make it hard to cut to the truth. The day after the new moon, Venus enters Pisces, intensifying our romantic feelings and desires to connect with others, as Venus will be a very late degree on March the 10th. We may feel an urgency to make decisions about our relationships. It's important to think with our hearts before rushing into anything and listen to our intuition before making any decisions. This new moon will jumpstart the future that you want. Even if you are envisioning your wildest dreams as reality, you can make them happen if you just simply believe. You have move, no move, no move that anybody can push you in. It is here to inspire you, for you to imagine what you want in this future. The new moon is allowing you to quiet your mind and lead with your heart to what you desire and want the most in life. Then your dreams can and will come true. Ashe, Ashe. Welcome back. So, in reminding you, the astrological year of the Aries season of 2023 to Pisces season of 2024 serves as a reminder that there is so much more that meets the eye. And the upcoming eclipses will teach us that the most communication only occurs on the surface, under which are hidden, deeply rooted issues. My question to you is, how can you truly appreciate a piece of fruit without looking at its roots in which it's cultivated in its intentions? Ashe, Ashe. So let's get to it. Aries. Aries, your purpose right now is to make sense of your instinctual nature. Which type of direction is driving you the most right now? Do you feel more like a child, an elder, or a wild animal? Believe it or not, all of these types of personalities live within you. And even if you're not conscious of how or when you will express them, for now, the best thing for you is to take time to reflect on what archetype you feel aligns with your current state. Take out your journal and write the story of your present self and name your adventure. When I asked the divine to tap in, and I wanted to know what the T was when it came to Aries, the divine said you're wasting time. Point blank, period. You're wasting time. You're stuck. You can't make any changes. You constantly are looking at your watch or the clock on the wall, tick tock, tick tock. And what is that doing for you? It's limiting your belief, your flow. You're wasting time, baby. And then when I ask, what's the vibe? What's the energy? What's the vibe around for Aries? And you know what I got from you wasting time? You're wasting time because you're longing for something or someone. You're longing, you're missing them or they're missing you. They want to talk to you. My Taurus. My Taurus, you're being pulled toward your compassionate but jaded community. You do have duality and it exists in you. You are all complex things, and life holds a multitude of paths towards the clarity that you're seeking. And under this new moon, tough news or disappointing experiences could leave you feeling disconnected or in disbelief. You might even feel a convoluted rage or some sadness. Whatever happens, know that your frustrations is valid. I want you to journal about how you will use this intuitive wisdom to find the next steps in the solution. So what's the tea going on around you? Baby, you done caught a case. You done caught a case. Or you're about to. And I hate to even tell you this. This might do something around your health. Check out and get checked in with a doctor because you caught a case. And I don't mean a case in court. I mean a case in your sexual interactions. Get yourself checked out. You might have some type of an infection, worse yet, or disease, or some type of rash. That's the tea, baby. That's the tea. Don't shoot the messenger. So, what's the vibe around that? It's wavy, baby. There's a lot of emotions that are going on. You're worried and you have fear. That is as simple as that. Get yourself checked out, all right? All right. And when it comes to you, my Geminis, Gemini, you are in a state of turmoil over your career. This new moon represents a time in which you may become a little lost in your feelings. And it's relatable to what you're going through. And with the new moon in conjunction with Neptune, chances are you're not fully seeing the long term potential. And with Uranus in your birth chart's house of the subconscious, chances are you will already know there is more in store. Be sure not to let your past mistakes cloud the unexpected nature of the unknown. I want you to trust your intuition. There are some still hidden gems to be discovered within this thrift store that we call life. The divine is passing on the T. What's the T for Gemini? The T is photo proof. The T is about getting evidence. I don't know if this is you trying to get some what do they call that? Some receipts. You trying to get some receipts on something. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time because life is like tea and you must calm down to face it. You need to go through a healing process. You need to go through some healing. Start concentrating not on what's going on and you trying to catch something in the midst, but learn that healing and self-care and introspection is what's needed right now. And also some type of meditation. Ashe, Ashe. That was good. That was good. That was good. You know me, I'm gonna keep it a buck. All right? All right. Welcome back. When it comes to you, my Cancer, when you're about to catch flights, when you're in doubt, read books. Cancer, if you've been experiencing spiritual restlessness, now is the time to turn to an affirming book. Get in touch with which of your beliefs are feeling threatened. When there are doubts, there exists space to embrace new ideology. When you approach life with a sense of open-mindedness, you are telling the universe that you're ready for the plot. Take time to journal your manifestations. With that zaddylicious Uncle Uranus sending you luck from the Garden of Taurus, you'll find that somehow you'll end up connected with exactly who and what you currently need. So approach this new moon with open arms. When it comes to what is the T, there's some grudge holding going on right now, point blank, period. Are you a grudge holder? Are you lighting these candles to get back at somebody? Are you? Is your spiritual restlessness due to that? Are you feeling threatened in some type of way? I'm going to let you know now that the matches are being lit. There are burned bridges that you need to do, or somebody's doing against you because you don't look damn happy. So it seems to me that you are burning bridges, that there's a lack of trust. Someone is being disloyal to you, and you want to be turned back on. You feel me? So you decide how you're going to roll with that. Ashe, Ashe. When it comes to you, my Leos, sometimes great vulnerability requires intentional performance, not in the sense of faking and manipulating people, but in a sense of presenting a play, a concert, or other form of entertainment. There is no true pleasure to be found unless you are willing to transcend your pride. As uncomfortable as intimacy may feel. It's when you witness someone's response to your cringe flops that you can truly get to know a person. How do you show up when you're reflecting on shameful experiences? Are the appropriate players taking accountability? I see here that there is a forcer, something that's being forced, like you are in the ring about to fight, and maybe you're between rounds, and these forces are things on you. These forces are trying to get their way in to you. These forces are using things to get what they want from you, and that's the T. So what I see here is that you are running like Forrest. You have loaded up that van with all your luggage, and you are running your ass way up out of that. I know. I know. You're here to transcend. And you done found out that the person that you with is cringy. Eh? So you're in escape mode. And you're giving them denials and excuses. And that's what the vibe is. Ashe. Ashe. Virgo. What are you missing? You have made and tied your own blindfold. You could be surrounded by abundance and blessings, but you are so caught up in your own limiting beliefs that you can't fully savor the fruits that are around you. Try to keep an open mind. Humility can be a tool that either shrinks you or encourages you to approach the world with a desire for understanding. Instead of basing truth and righteousness from your vantage point, consider how your loved ones grew to navigate the world as they do. Perhaps then you will take off the blindfold and move forward with your eyes wide open. What's the T? What's the T? You're at the starting line, huh? Getting ready to run. Yeah, but you were played out. I'm telling you. Played out. Cut it out. What's the vibe around you? What's the vibe? You're masked, baby. You're wearing masks. You're hiding, you're concealing, and you got deception. You tied your own blindfold. You're hiding. You're trying to run. That shit done played out already. You done did it enough. You're concealing yourself, and you have an air of deception. Ashe, Ashe. I'm going to keep going. When it comes to you, my Libra, you are tiring yourself out. You need to slow down because you need to have the ability to function. You are not the sun, S-U-N. You do not have an endless amount of energy or fire that can illuminate the world around you. You're only one person. So while you have the ability to move ideology and ignite flames, you will tire yourself out if you try to play all the roles at the same time. Pump your brakes. Put some stop signs on your sneakers. You need to choose to be vulnerable and ask for the help that you need. You will be surprised how it shows up for when you least expect it. So what's the T? What's going on with you, Libras? You got karmic friends around you. You can't fully trust them, so there's tension. You are having a secret competition with them. And what you're doing right now is you're keeping your friends close, but your enemies closer. So what's the vibe? This old fake ass shit that you're doing, going out and partying with people that you don't even trust. You know what they said? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but what happens in Vegas with you, everybody knows. So you can keep taking a gamble on these people that are your so-called friends, but you're tiring yourself out in your ability to function because you're trying to do too much at one time. You feel me? All right. Scorpio, when it comes to you, you're recovering from heartbreak, which is never easy. If it was, were you really ever invested in the outcome? Do yourself a massive favor and treat yourself with a whole lot more compassion than you're currently giving yourself. Appreciate how absolutely human you are. Take stock of the lessons that you have learned. Be grateful that you are brave enough to put yourself out there again, even when past relationships have failed. There is something brewing for you. There is a romance coming. Excuse me, or the potential to meet someone who you may not consider your type. So remain open minded. What's the T? I get stalker vibes. Somebody's watching you and they're stalking you. Oh, oh, oh. And they're obsessed. It's almost like, when you have a gun, right? And you have that what is that? That little view thing that they put on there. They're watching you through that lens. That's how pinpoint and focused they are on you. Why is that? Because the vibe around that is they're lusting you. There's greed by any means necessary to get at you. And in the meantime, as them trying to get at you, they're being mad inconsiderate of how that's making you feel. Be careful while you're out there. Still remain open, but be careful how you move. Not everything that's strawberries and cream is really what it is. Ashe, ashe. And that's the vibe. When it comes to you, my Sagittarius, you need to play the song Say That Money by Little Dicky featuring Fetty Wap and Rich Homie Quan. You're welcome. It's quite literally time for you to focus on saving and earning. Matters pertaining to your home and family life have caused you to spend more than you would like to. So while your ability to practice generosity is very commendable, chances are your stress levels are being heightened. Try to avoid distracting yourself from important issues, whether you are in need of saving your energy, your generosity, or your money. You'll find that it may help you in the long run. Ashe, ashe. I'm going to play that song for you, just a little clip, okay? All right, there's just a little sample. I'm going to play it in the background. So, what is the hidden, or what's the tea, baby, on my Sagittarius? Oh, man. Who you threatening, though? Who you threatening, though? Who feels threatened by you? Who's feeling threatened by you? Listen, man, you paying attention to the wrong damn thing. Somebody feels intimidated by you, somebody feels threatened by you, and they damn sure feel bothered. I'm getting this vibe that you're mine. You're mine. And I think that that's part of the distracting that's happening, because while you're looking at this way, focused on your bag and what you're doing, the things to make sure that your home and family life is right where it needs to be, you know, somebody's trying to push everybody else away from you, because they feel isolated and they're trying to isolate you. Be careful, because they feel rejected, they feel left alone, and they feel as though that they can do some self-infliction. You feel me? Take this as a warning. Take this as a warning. I'm just saying, don't shoot the messenger. Just watch your ass. Watch your ass. I don't like that feeling. When it comes to you, my Capricorns, let me turn this off. When it comes to you, my Capricorns, no one truly enjoys being wrong. If you disagree, then introduce yourself to that person. Many of you derive pride from being correct, and you enjoy being an authority figure when it comes to your field of interest. Think of all the times when you have been wrong as the opportunities start to develop your grace. In fact, the more you practice handling mistakes with your own flair, the more likely you will increase your charm. Truth be told, people who reveal their vulnerabilities are enticing and attractive. They smile, they laugh, and they wink their way through any potential embarrassment. Know that someone is admiring you. What is the tea? The tea is that they're going to try to marry you for some money. They try to marry you for some money. Or they married to you for your money. Whatever the case may be, I see nothing but legalities here, lawyers, court, and paperwork. That's what I see. That's what I see. So while you're up here battling and trying to be the, all that you can be, sometimes you got to reveal your vulnerabilities and ask for help. Because this right here, they out for your bag. All right? All right. That's the tea. When it comes to you, my Aquarius. My Aquarius, you and Sagittarius could sit down and develop a financial plan together. Aquarius, you are dealing with money troubles right now. Your values and your wallet are going through restrictions. I call it a deficit. And calling for you to be especially disciplined during this time. Expect to hear from family members or maybe your landlord regarding issues that require your time and potentially your money, your bag. Build your vision. Build your vision. Ashe, Ashe. What is this situation What is the T? The T saying ain't shit. Oh, it's like you filling in the blanks, baby. It ain't shit. You're filling in the blanks right now. Why is it ain't shit? Well, what's the vibe? The vibe is time, baby. There's a delay, procrastination, and you're being too damn busy. All right? The divine is sending you a message. All right? All right. So when it comes to you, my Pisces, I want you to know, okay, my Pisces, when it comes to you, this is your annual new moon. And with the lunar event falling in your sign, you have a once a year opportunity to set an intention related to a passion project. You'll be especially aware of how you're presenting yourself out in the world and inspired to take the personal brand to the next level. Whether that's a spring wardrobe refresh or whatever it is that you like to do or that you want to become anew. You're more in touch with your intuition than ever before, which can be an incredible asset on your journey to making your dream a reality. And with your moon sextile to Uranus in your communication zone, sharing your thoughts with friends and colleagues has you feeling even more inspired. So what's the T? What's the T? What's the T? What's the T? The T is that there's a love triangle. You, me, and she. What we're gonna do, baby? There's a love triangle. There's a third party. There's multiple lovers going on. There's choices. You need to rectify that. You need protection. You need to be prevented from doing any type of harm like that. You need divine intervention. And that comes directly from the vibe of Archangel Michael. Get out of that love triangle. It's not going to work. Because that person needs to make a choice of who they want. And it ain't going to work. You, me, and he. And what is the overall message that the divine is giving you? I believe that some of y'all in your feelings and feeling antisocial. You're in your feels. You're doing the silent treatment, but you're also feeling left out. I want you to hold on to your hope. And when you line out what you want to do in this new moon cycle, write out what you want. Write out what you want. But know that that's the vibe that's coming off collectively for all of you. You're in your feelings. All right? All right. I want to thank you for stopping by Blended Healing. Be well, stay safe, and I will talk to you soon. All right. Be well. Bye. As I wanna move on and find another way. When I close my eyes, all I can see is your face. Walking down the coldest road, not knowing which way to go.
Just let the story unfold. Walk with me, talk with me, say what is my destiny. Oh, oh. Walk with me, talk with me, tell me what is my destiny. Where am I to go? I feel so damn alone. I wanna run away to a faraway place where no one knows my name. But what if I run into another you? Would the pain still be the same? Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the saddest of them all? Hold up, wait a minute. Is there hope I see? Walk with me, talk with me, tell me what is my destiny. Walk with me, talk with me, tell me